Good morning, East Leyden, and welcome back. I'm Ariana Sosa, and I'm glad you're here to watch another amazing Eagle update. This week's update covers the isolating feeling of watching the conflict in Ukraine from afar, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for a student who was identified with high academic potential, a student who found their passion in playing guitar, and the last musical produced by Mr. Bernstein. East Leyden, your Eagle update starts now.
A conflict we are watching from afar is hitting close to home for many Leyden students. On February 24th, Russian forces began their invasion and occupation of Ukraine after weeks of rounding up their troops on the border. The Ukrainian military and the country's citizens have been showing powerful resistance, staying strong even after vicious attacks on the civilians that are being directed by Putin. Those halfway across the world from their home countries are feeling the impact of this war in unique ways.
It doesn't feel real. It feels like it's a different universe.
Yeah, it doesn't feel real. Like, I went there this summer and seeing all my friends and family going away from their homes, hiding, and all these cities being bombed and completely destroyed is so sad, upsetting.
The rest of the world has also been having very strong reactions to what Russia has been doing. There have been protests in many major cities around the world, with some of them being in Russia itself. There has also been a massive display of support on social media with tons of posts and fundraisers for charity. However, even during this dark time of suffering and pain, some people on the internet are trying to make light of the situation with jokes and are spreading different forms of misinformation.
You definitely need to do your research. There is a lot of fake news, fake information, and just completely incorrect that is on on the internet right now. So
I think students can look at credible sources online and get the social awareness posted on their social media, just to be aware. It shows, even those kind of small things, it shows that you care and that you're not ignorant about it.
Although many right now only think of Ukraine as a country under attack by Russia, many remember or think of Ukraine as a completely different place and would like for the world to also imagine it in such a manner.
When I lived in Ukraine, all the memories were fun, even though there were hard times. People made it out. My family, we always did our best, and we always had fun. Just remembering, I remember the air in Ukraine. It's so different. It's so fresh, but that's a different thing. Each memory in Ukraine belongs in my heart on the bottom, because it means a lot to me.
me and my sister, we were so lucky to go to Ukraine. We went to field trip with our younger cousins with their school. We went to Kam'янets-Podilsk. It's a castle. It was absolutely insane. The landscape there, the building, it gives me the chills to think about it.
It was like a dream for me right now, because I remember just going outside, playing with my friends, or by my house, and getting together with my family, because my family is not always together. It's they're traveling to United States, and when they get back together, it's a happy place to be there.
These are the images that many Ukrainian Eagles here at Leyden think about when they reminisce about their home country. But due to the current situation, the images are all but that. For one last time, this is Frank
And Ariana.
And Justina.
Leyden Journalism.
The Illinois State Scholar Award presented through ISAC identifies high school seniors with high academic potential through usage of students' SAT or ACT score in either class rank or GPA, depending on if their high school ranks. Approximately 10% of high school seniors receive this award upon their sixth semester transcripts. This February, Leyden announced its state scholar recipients. Armin was among one of these scholars.
I was accomplished of receiving the reward because I put in a lot of effort in schoolwork to get good grades, good GPA, in order to help me out and further my education career.
Although academic success has become something that Armin has achieved, he, like many others, finds encouragement and motivation from key people in his life.
Definitely my parents, my dad especially. He was a good student back at home, but he really wanted to continue his education here, so he pushed it on to me.
In his case, it's his parents, who have both dealt with being refugees from the Bosnian War.
When the war happened, he had to leave at my age, so he came to the States all alone at 17.
Some students may find pressure from parents to be too stressful, yet Armin has appreciated all his parents do to help him succeed.
My biggest encourager is definitely my mom. My mom, she usually sees it and she helps me out, and she's let's take this back a bit. But she definitely encouraged me to go out and do whatever I want.
especially when he's in soccer season.
My parents actually helped me with this. They made like a whole schedule kind of for me. So usually it would start like right after sports, home, go into the kitchen, finish up all my homework.
With all Armin has learned from his parents and his own experience, he has some helpful tips and advice for underclassmen looking to do well in school and potentially earn the State Scholar Award like himself.
I don't know anything, I would of course ask them for help or like go on YouTube or something. What I recommend is if people don't take school seriously, maybe they're not interested in school or like they don't see the point of it, like who's going to be doing derivatives, career choice or something like that. Find your career path and find something that you want to do in your future, and if it has anything to do with school, focus on it.
As seen with Armin, even if someone faces challenges, whether it's themselves or their family, they still have the potential to prosper with determination and work ethic.
Like I know there's some people that want to be a technician or something, electrician, take some like home ed classes over here that Leyden offers and focus on it and actually studying, stride in those classes instead of calculus or psychology if that's not something that you want to pursue later on.
Only will finding academic success bring honor, but it teaches one important skills such as time management, organization, and motivation.
I mean, there's definitely benefits of doing school, and that's probably like one of the reasons why I really excelled in school, because I know if I did well, get good grades, I'd get good benefits of like getting good scholarships and stuff.
Leyden High School is a school of many talents. Many of these talents are practiced and overviewed by coaches or professionals, but some are a hobby turned into a profession. An extremely talented guitarist, Yanni Giannakopoulos, talks about how his journey started as a self-taught guitarist.
It's been 3.5 years of like my own little journey and teaching myself stuff and like making mistakes and getting really tired of it some days. And I think just like anything else, it's about just kind of to keep going at it. I feel like I like it enough to the point where messing up didn't make me want to quit, you know, and I stuck to it, and I went to different styles and played for different types of people, and like it's kind of become a part of what I do, and like the fact that people think it sounds pretty good is like it's nice.
Yanni's wide variety of music allows him to play many genres, including rock, alternative, pop, and indie. About 16 million people in America, including Yanni, play guitar as either a profession or a hobby. Yanni also uses guitar as a getaway from all the stress in his life.
I continue to play guitar because it's actually a pretty good outlet for me. Like whenever I'm stressed out, it's nice to kind of be able to sit down and jam. It's junior year for me, so it sucks most of the time. And playing guitar is pretty much the perfect little break in between subjects.
Yanni stayed dedicated to playing guitar through all the obstacles. According to Fender.com, 90% of people learning to play guitar quit within the first 3 months.
To any new guitar players, I would say it's definitely difficult. You know, your fingers are gonna hurt. There's like a lot of stuff to it. Learning songs is really difficult, getting techniques down. But when you get consistent enough and you stick to it, and you play what you like to play, you know, don't try to fit into anywhere, but play a certain type of music that you know people like. Play what you want to hear yourself play. When you listen to a song and say like, wow, that sounds nice, I want that to be me, that was my motivation.
Yanni's end goal is to continue to teach himself more about the guitar and to inspire others to push themselves in doing things they love. This is Johnny and Madison signing off.
Hi, my name is Grace Rossati, and I'm here reporting with the journalism.
Oh my gosh, the plant, it moved. I swear, I saw it move.
You're crazy.
Oh my god, look, it looks like the plant. Look, see?
It does.
It's like the exact same. Oh, never mind, it's gone now. Just keep going.
Anyways, there are TV listings at East and West campuses in which you
Grace!
can
It's about to bite your arm off. Grace, I just saw it move.
I just here. It's literally stationary. It's nothing's moving.
Okay, let's keep going.
Anyways, at both campuses you can find listings at East and West, in which have listings of the clubs and activities that you can get involved.
Oh my gosh, that's
This year, Leyden is showcasing the production of Little Shop of Horrors.
The musical is about a boy named Seymour and a girl named Audrey who work in Mushnik's florist shop, and they come across a strange and interesting plant.
One of the reasons why this musical is important for people to see, since it's Mr. Bernstein's last musical. The people involved have a sense of urgency when they practice in order to make it a last good production.
Yeah, he gives me a lot of pointers on like what I could do, and what I could, just the way of like how I could like, how do I say it, deliver a line. And he's super good at it, and it sucks that this is the last show.
I'm honestly a little sad because I would want to work with him more because he's an amazing director and he's really nice. Like as a person, he's really understanding.
Performers are also conscious of the props that they use. The plant named Audrey 2 was very expensive.
The plant was actually rented from a corporation from New York.
Blood, sweat, and tears is what people say when emphasizing how hard they work on something. Jacob takes the sweat part in literal sense.
There's a couple ways that I operate the plant, because it's not just one plant the whole show. It's a couple of plants, and I think each plant has their own surprise.
The actors loved this musical so much they even found themselves randomly breaking into song.
Little shop of horrors, bop, shit, bop. Never gonna get it, little shop of horrors, no, 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 no.
Support the cast by watching the musical Little Shop of Horrors, March 10th to 13th. This is George and Nicole signing off.
That's all the news we have for you today, East Leyden. Remember to check your email to see the daily announcements in the East Bulletin, where you could catch up with other Leyden events and activities. We really appreciate you guys for tuning in and can't wait to see you again next week in our next Eagle Update. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share so you don't miss any new content. This is Ariana Sosa, signing off.